have the courage to slow down because I think that nowadays, it is a courageous thing. It is a scary thing to not be productive all the time. It is terrifying. I know this because that's how I felt. And maybe still feel, honestly. If I'm not like 100% productive 100% of the time, I'm terrified. And so the one thing I want to say is have the courage to slow down. Um, because it's not an obvious thing. It's not an easy thing. Even if it's for 10 minutes. Even if because I will guarantee you that even for 10 minutes it is super hard. Because it was super hard for me. Like, don't look at your phone. Like 10 minutes, just don't do anything. It is so hard. Like, so freaking hard. So the first thing is like have the courage to slow down, even if it's just for 10 minutes in a day. Our culture was, unfortunately, at least I think my peer group, I can't speak for everybody, but is not set up to slow down. It is set up to do the opposite. I mean, we have 10-minute delivery for food. Don't get me wrong, I love it and I use it, but like we are definitely not moving in the direction of let us set up society to be slower.
How do you think that has altered humanity's relation with their more than humans or non-human
Oh,
beings that
it's
are there?
changed everything. Let me speak for myself. I think that's where my disconnection stemmed from, was just not noticing, not slowing down, not doing the stuff that I think even maybe 50 years ago was very normal, and probably needed. Once I started making the time not doing, then I started, oh, there's a tree. Like, oh, that's really cool. Like, oh, okay. Because if you're not on your phone, you're not doing anything, you start to look around, right? And you're like, all right, well, what is around me? And then you start to notice things. You're like, that butterfly is actually like really nice, or I really like the way that flower looks, right? But if you don't give yourself that space, like when would you do that? Like for me, it was never, because there's always like 75 things I could do. Let's even forget about work. Like I'm not even talking about work. Hustling at work, different topic. I'm talking about like hustling in your personal life, like dating, relationships, kids, friends. Um, and even if you're relaxing, you're watching TV or you're on your phone, or like, is that really relaxing? I mean, maybe, but like, is it? I don't know.
I'm also just seeing that progression, right? Like once you start noticing, you start admiring it, you start to care
Yeah,
about it. And
you
that's
start to
when
care about it. Yeah. And so then you form a personal relationship with that. And I feel like for most people that it has to start that way, right? I don't think most kids get up and say, "Oh my God, our planet's gonna die." I mean, like, yes, I did, but I don't think that's the norm, nor do I wish it on anybody. It's horrible. But I think what does seem normal and what I do think like people had before is that personal relationship, with nature. And once you have that, then you start to wonder and you start to appreciate and you start to care. And then when you see things that are ruining it, you start to be like, "Oh, but I care about that thing." It's like if somebody's hurting your pet, would you let somebody hurt your pet? No, you would not let somebody hurt your pet because you've built the relationship with your pet, right? So I feel like anything you have a relationship with, you protect. If we don't have that relationship, which to be fair, I don't think I had, I will be the first to say, I don't think I had that relationship. I feel like I am now developing that personal relationship. I think my story is very different. And I almost wanted to take a break so that I could take that personal relationship, and develop that unhindered.